All right, meal planning, do you guys do it? If you're not, you should. It can save you time, it'll save you money, and it'll save you stress. The big one for me is the stress and the fact that I can eat so much better if I plan out. So the other thing is, do you think it takes a lot of time? Well, it doesn't have to, and I'm gonna show you how I meal plan with a program called Paprika, and I do it quick and easy. So let's head to the computer. All right, so hey guys, it is Jen from Jenalistic, and I know I've been missing for a little bit of time off of YouTube here, and I apologize for that, but let's just say 2020. It's been a year, right? All right, so I'm gonna dive in and I'm gonna show you exactly how I do my meal planning, and I use a program called Paprika. It does have a little price to it, but the good thing is it's pretty cheap. It's only like $29.99 for the desktop version. And then if you want to put it on your iOS, which I do, I put it on my iPad in the kitchen when I'm cooking. And sometimes I also use it as a grocery list on my iPhone. So total, it'll cost you $35. It's a one-time fee. Never have to pay it again. So that is my little disclaimer on what I'm using. For me, totally worth it. If it saves you at least one takeout, it will save you money. That's basically how I looked at it when I first bought it, because I was like, $30. So yes, I actually purchased this. This was not given to me, and I purchased this, oh gosh, years ago. I've had it for a long, long time. So I really love it. So this is kind of the basic screen. So I'm not going to actually go through how to actually use Paprika. I'm going to kind of go through and show you how I use it. If you guys want a more in-depth of what goes on and how to use the program, I can do that in another video. Just comment below. Let me know you want to hear it. But I'm just going to kind of breeze through and show you how I use it. So there's many different ways that you can use this program, but this is how I found it very efficient for me, and this is how I do it. So the first thing I usually do is I go through my kitchen and figure out what I have in stock already that I need to use, especially like any meats, any of that kind of stuff. It's a good way to use what we already have, and then that way you're not buying stuff that you already have, because I have done that quite often. So what I'll do is I kind of will just flip through all of my recipes. So the really cool thing about this program is that you collect all the recipes on your own. So it's not like this collection of weird stuff that you've never known. It is basically what I use this a lot for is I will find stuff on the internet. So it has this little browser app, tab, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure what you call it. So what I'll do is I'll go through one of my favorite recipe sites, like Wild Tree is one of my favorite ones. And then I also do like the Food Network. So I'll go through and I'll find a really cool recipe that I want to eat. So this looks pretty good. This homestyle chicken vegetable soup. So I'll just hit view recipe. I will copy the URL. I'll go back to Paprika and I'll put this in the little, oops, that didn't work. I'll paste it in the top bar here. It brings it up and I can just hit the button, the download button. It brings in everything. Now, one thing I did notice is that it kind of screws up some of the nutrition for Wild Tree site. But most of the time it works well with any site, even like the blogger sites. If you use it on my site, my jenalistic.com, all of my recipes are prepared so that it will download right into here. And it should download into the right sections. And then I usually will put it into a category. Like this is a soup, so we'll choose soup. And then this one also could be like a dinner. So I'll put that in as I think I called it main dish. That's all you do, and you save it. So the really cool thing about this, about doing it digitally, is that, so now I've got my recipe. I'll go back. Here is the chicken soup I just did. I'll go through and put this as, I want this as a dinner for January 25th. And I'll hit save. So what am I doing is actually just planning out my monthly calendar. I usually only plan out the dinners, but you could do breakfast, you could do lunch. Sometimes I'll do, like holidays, I'll do the special recipes or whatever. But then I'll go through and I'll do a bunch of recipes, and then I'll hit the meal button, and the meal button will bring you to a big calendar. So you can see these are all everything that I've picked out. And I really, really love this because you can just drag them. So like this here, this homestyle chicken soup, this is what I just added. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll have this Tuesday. Oh, wait, no, Tuesday, I know we're going out to dinner for whatever. So I can switch it to a different day. Very cool. Or if we decide to go out instead of eat, I can always drag that meal anywhere else, which I love. So the other really, really cool thing is it also, you can, if you know the name of the recipe, like, say I know I want something with tacos. So I just typed, these are all my recipes. So I just typed it, it brings up all this. So I can go, all right, let's have chicken taco bowls. If you say I want soup one day, you can go through, all right, I'm going to have this chicken pot soup right here. And so this, if you know what you want to have, this makes it even faster. So it's really nice to have it all laid out. Typically, I will not do a weekends because a lot of times, just things get messed up, or we usually maybe order out or whatever, or we'll have leftovers because there's usually leftovers too. So I'll leave those blank. But what you can do then, once you have everything planned out that you want to do, you can, you guys ready? Because this is really cool. This is what I love about this program. You highlight whatever you want, and then you can either do the whole entire month. So if you actually do a whole month of planning, you can do the entire month. I usually do about 2 weeks at a time because I usually buy fresh vegetables and those don't really last all that long. And you can say add to grocery list. So I do selected meals. Just click on that and bam, here is my grocery list. I love it because everything is right here. Oops, I'm trying to expand it, but it's not going. So then I usually will go through my kitchen and go, okay, what do I have? Do I have tortillas? Do I have oats? So yes, I might have that. So you can actually, you can just uncheck them if you have them. And then you'll add it to the actual grocery list that's in the program. I don't tend to use that. What I usually do is I'll go through it and I'll be like, oh, I need oats. Okay. Then I open my browser. I didn't used to do a lot of online kind of grocery shopping, but now everybody has got the whole pick up and go stuff. I love it. So I'll either do the Prime Now, or I have Instacart, or I know some of the other ones like Mariano's is a grocery store by us. They do pickup. So I hate actually going grocery shopping. So I will just go here, figure out what I need. And, so I need oats. So I'll go over here, I'll find whatever oats I need, and then I'll add them to the cart. And then I'll go back here and go through my kitchen and say, okay, I've got beans, I got tomatoes, I got these, I got chicken stock. Okay, I got all that. So I just kind of keep going down the list, and whatever I don't have, I'll just add into my cart, and then I'll have it delivered, and then I'm kind of done. So I've been doing meal planning for probably maybe 1.5 years, 2 years. I used to do it all by a paper planner, but I find this just so much easier. And I really like the fact that it syncs. So it's all synced to the cloud. So whatever changes I make here, if I move anything, it gets synced to my version that's on my iPad. And then I always use my iPad when I'm cooking. So that's what I use to follow the recipes along with. So I love the fact that everything is synced. I love the fact that all of my recipes are saved. So I've even been going through, this is my grandma's apple slices. So I've been going through and all of our historic, family recipes, I've been putting in here also, which is great because they're all digital, they're here, and that I don't have to worry about losing the little piece of paper they're all written on. In fact, I might actually go and frame some of them because they're in the handwriting of the person, who is passed on. And so it makes kind of a cool little kitchen thing. And then I don't have to worry about reading the recipe because I have it in here. So I love the fact too that anytime you're going through the internet, you find a recipe you like, you just take the recipe and stick it in here. So And the other really nice thing is it remembers where you got it from. So if I ever, want to go back, say maybe this didn't actually go through right, I just click, you can click on it and it'll go right back to the site. So that's pretty nice that way. And then it also has this really cool meals thing. So if you want to make, or not meals, menus. So if you want to make a menu. So I use this a lot for like when we're camping. So I'll add in, the different stuff that I want to pack in the camper. And the same thing, you can go add the grocery list. Boom. That's everything I got to pack in the camper. So for me, that's a bonus because I know that obviously I'm not going to have even sugar. I don't keep sugar. I don't keep any food in my camper. So I know I have to have all of this packed into the camper. So this has turned out really convenient for camping. And so, so that's how I use it. Again, that's a quick overview. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with this program. I don't even use hardly any of it because you can add in all of your pantry items so that you can search recipes by what's in your pantry. And so there's just a lot of really nice stuff you can do. And you can rate your recipes. So I've not been very good at it. So as you can see, most of them don't have any ratings, but it's also, so it'd be really nice if you rate them. I do, however, there is a note section. So a lot of times I will write in notes like as I was cooking, if something didn't work right or if I substituted something. Like a lot of times, obviously, I am gluten-free. So if it says flour, I'll write in what the type of flour I used and then how well it worked. And then, maybe, so my son didn't like it, but my daughter loves it or whatever. So you can add in whatever notes you want. You can even add in your own pictures. So if you want to take a picture of what you created, it's in there. So I cannot say enough about this program. It is, for me, it was totally worth the money, the $30 I spent on it. The other neat thing is when you first open this, it actually has recommended sites. So you can browse through all of these sites to find more recipes. So it even lists them out by chefs. If you want to say, all right, I want to see what Jamie Oliver's got, boom, you can go right to his site and, get rid of that. Okay. And look through all his recipes. So it's an awesome, awesome tool. It works really, really well for me for doing the meal planning. So give it a try and then let me know in the comments, guys, how do you meal plan? What's your method? What do you do? What's your tips? Because I'm always looking for ways to speed it up, to make it cheaper, all that kind of stuff. So I will put links to everything in the description below, and I will see you guys next week. See you later.